Alfonsa Maria Mucha was born on July 24, 1860 at Evensees, Moravia, today's region of Czech Republic. Even when artwork had been his greatest love since young, his musical skills helped him to finish high school in the Moravian city of Brunn, now Brno. He painted theoretical scenery as part of his ornamental works in Moravia before moving to Vienna in 1879 to work with one of the city's top theoretical design firms and deepen his informal creative education. He returned to Moravia in 1881 after a fire destroyed his employer's company, working as a freelance decorative and a portrait painter. Mucha was commissioned by Count Karl Kuhn of Mikolov to paint murals for the Hiroslavny Emhoff Castle. Kuhn was so moved by Mucha's work that he decided to finance for his official education at the Monet Academy of Fine Arts. Upon relocating to Paris in 1887, Mucha pursued his studies at the Académie Julian and Académie Colarasi while simultaneously creating graphics for magazines and advertisements. Around Christmas of 1894, Mucha came to stumble into a print shop where there was a sudden and unanticipated need for a new poster to promote a performance at the Théâtre de la Renaissance on the Boulevard Saint-Martin starring Sarah Bernant, the most well-known actress in Paris. Victorien Sardou's drama Gismonda was promoted on the city streets on January 1, 1895, due in part to Mucha's offer to create a lithograph poster in 2 weeks. It blossomed into an overnight sensation that established Paris residents to a new artistic movement and its pioneer. Due to Bernhard's satisfaction with the initial poster success, Mucha was offered a 6-year contract. Mucha fostered a swarm of works in what was initially known as the Mucha style, but later came to known as Art Nouveau, French for the new art, including paintings, posters, ads, and book illustrations, and furthermore to design for jewelry, carpets, wallpaper, and stage sets. Stunning, vibrant young women dressed in loose, vaguely neoclassical-looking gowns regularly appeared in Mucha's work, often encircled by rich flowers that occasionally took the appearance of beams of light behind the women's head. He participated at the Austrian pavilion and embellished the pavilion for Bosnia and Herzegovina. His Art Nouveau design was frequently recreated. Although Mucha made an effort to dissociate himself from this style throughout his life, he asserted that his paintings originated entirely from Czech art and not from any current artistic fad. He claimed that the sole purpose of his paintings was to convey a spiritual message and nothing else, which is why he was displeased with the recognition he achieved through doing commercial art when he had always wanted to focus on loftier endeavors that would elevate both art and his native country. Spirit of Spring 1894, Oil and Canvas. Early on Alphonsus Mucha's oeuvre, Spirit of Spring showcases an allegorical motif. Little of it is documented about this piece, which is currently in a private collection. 3 women can be seen unwinding in a serene environment while taking in a vibrant hues of budding flowers, which directly relates to the piece title. Both the composition, substance, and the approach taken to put it together have a fairly conventional overall aesthetic. Autumn 1896, Lithography. This color lithograph was created in the same year as his first collection of decorative panels, which included 4 pieces titled The Seasons. The style of this artwork is quite emblematic of the Art Nouveau movement, which flourished in various European nations between 1890 and 1910. Autumn is depicted as a whimsical lady with long auburn hair and chrysanthemum garland around her neck. She takes grapes from the profusion of vines while sitting within a magnificent tapestry of autumnal foliage. Spring 1896, Lithography. A fair-haired woman wearing a translucent white dress and standing beside a blossoming tree is how Mucha exemplifies spring. The white flowers in her hair mimic the blossom. She is holding a lyre made from a branch that has 3 tiny birds perched on it. A lovely young woman is portrayed in a painting having a fan close to a tree. Her choice of white dress and long, flowing blonde hair underline the innocence and purity of the beginning of a season. Reds, pinks, and greens are combined to great effect to depict a new morning. Summer, 1896. Lithography. A passionate and seductive brunette with red poppies in her hair, Mucha depicts summer as such. Mucha beautifully illustrates the summertime light in the beyond delicate blue sky. As the woman leans against grapevine, her feet are swimming in the shallow water underneath, creating a tranquil atmosphere of repose and contentment. Winter, 1896. Lithography. Winter rests next to a snow-covered bush to take refuge from the cold, wrapped from head to toe in a light green cape. 3 other birds watch in jealousy as she warms a small bird in her hands. The composition's sterility and minimalism, which are reminiscent of traditional Japanese woodcuts, demonstrate how much influence Japanese art had on Mucha. Mucha pictures wintertime as a beautiful, slave-looking woman. She has strikingly unique face, attributes that are brilliant and delicate. Flower, 1897. Lithography. This piece was crafted at the height of the Art Nouveau extravaganza, which became particularly well known in France and other European cultural hubs. Many artworks for postcards and commercials were developed and produced by Mucha, who briefly resided in Paris. Mucha's elaborate linear lines and flowing curves make this artwork a fantastic emblem of his work within the Art Nouveau movement. The woman's eyes are what attract attention the most. Some may say they are sorrowful, even gloomy, while others say they are sincerely contemplating a lost love. Fruit, 1897. Lithography. Alphonse Mucha, arguably the most well-known Czech artist of all time, created a skillfully rendered illustration of fruit. This scene contains a lot of fruit, including pears, apples, and grapes. The top of the canvas is rounded with curved shape that enables pieces of a frame to be put above, and her hair is exquisitely embellished with flower petals. She is dressed in a straightforward light blue frock, but she accessorizes heavily to significantly enhance her appearance. Perhaps the artist found it easier to work in this way. Dance, 1898. Lithography. A magnificent piece of the world's heritage in which terms clothing and Art Nouveau are synonymous. The piece Dance is bursting with motion, femininity, and flight. The picture's protagonist is lively in her stillness. Everything is dancing, from her red hair to the hem of her light dress to the drape behind her. It inspires me to think of an artwork for a lovely poetry or a fairy tale. The foreground is forest with several features that contrast with one another. I have always adored his works that illustrate the Czech women, which he idealized with their strong physique and beautiful flowing hair. He is well known for his gorgeous posters that adorn dorm rooms of quasi-artsy young adults all around the world. He frequently used allegories to accomplish this as he wanted to express the character of his small nation. It was intriguing to witness so much of one's artist's work in one locale, even though his style is evident across the city, from twisted, organic-inspired light pictures to hand-painted floral vines that grace the facade of an ordinary roof. Mucha was a wonderful artist in addition to being a musician, and his approach helped to dissolve the distinction between the two. His sketches seamlessly merge with the artwork's design components. His graceful curvilinear forms and Byzantine surface ornamentation extended into the drawing and incorporated themselves into it. The distinctive aesthetic feature of his art is its undulating asymmetrical line. which frequently resembles flower stalks and buds, vine tendrils, insect wings, and other delicate and sinuous natural elements. The line can be graceful and elegant, or possess a strong rhythmic and whip-like force.